Hello, welcome to my media project presentation. Firstly, I will give an overview of what the project is about and how it is produced and what is the planned public outcome. Then I will show the progress of what has been done so far and also discuss some changes or challenges that I've faced. And I will then break down a timeline of where the project is at the moment. The project is in four folds. Firstly, I will create a music video. A local singer by the name of Jess Lebanon, she has written a song, and the title is called Not Gonna Get Old When I Get Old. I will be creating a music video with a final export of an MP4. This video will be professionally published on social media, YouTube, Instagram, and Levelin website. The second aspect of this media project is to create a promotional album cover for marketing purposes. I'll be using Adobe Illustrator, and also we'll have professional photography with Jess in October. This promotional cover will be published on also Instagram, Spotify, and her website. I will also produce a podcast interview with Jess to promote the making of the video and the songwriting. This interview will be produced using TAFE Camera Editing Studio. It will be professionally published on YouTube, Instagram, and also at Levelin website. And finally, the fourth media aspect is to do a radio plugin. Now, this is more of a business strategy. There is no expectation that they will be successful, as most commercial or community radio stations do play songs that have been released or are known. So this is more a marketing and business aspect where I can gain experience and also hopefully to initiate and procure possible networking aspects to promote the song release. I would like to introduce to you to Jess Levelin. This is her website, and she has published, written, and created a few music videos in the last few years. So let me discuss the treatment of the music video. It explores the feelings of how when we become old, we should not let age stop us from having fun. Most of the elderlies do sometimes stop having fun because they feel their body or their spirit is just not young anymore. So this video is kind of portray the singer's point of view as she is performing her song in front of the elderlies in an aged care home. So at the beginning, the elderlies are despondent and they don't pay attention to Jess as she's performing. However, her personality and also with some special effects and her bubbly character is contagious, and she brings them out of their older self and breathe life back into them, making them feel young at heart. And so the video will just start with the singer performing at the aged care home. And even though the reaction of the elderlies are not what she is expecting, she doesn't feel disappointed. Instead, she tries to transform them and transcend them into their younger self and showing that life and vibrancy and joy does exist even when we get older. The location of the video is set in this hall. So the hall will be broken into two sides. One side is the more despondent side, and the other side is the happy side, which I will show you later on in the previous visualization. The color board is, of course, two contrasting colors. The kind of despondent side is very dull, very gloomy, very kind of monotone. And then when we're into the happy side of the hall, we will have bright colors, but we don't want too bright so that it pops, that we do want colors that are fun and lively. So this is kind of the color board we are going through. So just to give you a few previs, this is the video of the hall. And as you can see, it's a big hall. The two sides are divided by bifold doors. So it will separate. We will have further down where this side is, where the table is, that's more the despondent side. And then as this video is going around, this side is more the happy side. And as you can see, this is the more the despondent side. It will have tables, but the tables will not be decorated. They're very plain tables and chairs. And this is a previs of Jess. She will be going towards the bifold doors. There will be fog and lights that attract her. And then she opens the door. And as she opens, lights will just light up the room. And this is the happy side. It will be decorated with these white planters. As you can see, will have fairy lights all around them. There's about 8 planters like that. And there will be tables. There will be a lot of decorations, but not too much where it's overpowering the video, but just enough. So at the moment, the progress, we will set to be filming on the 29th and 30th September. Crew and cast are all set. The equipments have all been reserved, and our pre-production work, which is our shot list, will be completed by next week. And when I say completed, as in it will be kind of, we are still molding a few shots, but we have the initial bone of what we want to film. So at the moment, we are collecting props, and I'm doing the costumes for Jess. And the podcast style interview will be recorded in November, early November, and edited round about a few weeks after the interview. And the script will be prepared in late October. And also the promotional cover, I will be working on that around about between October and November. I also want to share the shot list, the music video script that has been done so far. So I have broken down the script, the song, into seconds. We have the first verse, which is 29 seconds. And we've also listed what we will be doing, what shot it needs to be taken. At the beginning, there will be intro with no song. And then when the song hits, that's when we'll have the song title. And that's the first verse that comes in. This is the chorus. As you can see, that's 30 seconds. And we will then go into the second verse. That's 28 seconds, 28 seconds for the chorus. And in the end, the closing ending scene. So far, the song is about 3 minutes, 34 seconds. We will be doing a couple of the special effect shots, and that is set in filming at TAFE Coomera in the Black Box. That is set on the 2nd of October. And these are just shots with Jess because we are doing a couple of special effects. And we will also do a photography on the 2nd of October, professional photography inside the Black Box as well as outside. So we want kind of like very illuminating shots, portrait shots of Jess. So that would help when I put those shots into Adobe Illustrator. I then can design the album cover for her. I also have the shot list here that we have completed, but just needs refining. We will have in a total of 8 shots that will be filmed on the 29th and the 30th. And each of the shots have been carefully structured so that we don't take too much of the elderly time, because we do have a cast of elderlies. And yes, so as you can see, we are still playing around with, I think, number 4D, 5, and 5A. We are still looking at, if we can refine that. So that's why I'm saying the shot list is not complete, but we will look at into that. So we'll draw this back in, and I will play this again. And just going through the challenges, as I said, the radio plugin is a little bit more difficult because they're not going to take us seriously because we don't have a manager, or we're not in a commercial production company. So it's more of a challenge to see if we can be successful. But I also want to learn what is the process of getting a song published, or how does an artist, get their song into the radio station. So this is a learned experience. And also another challenge is the budget for catering and petty expenses. I have initially saved a small amount for this media project, because I knew that I was going to be doing this at the end of the year. But inflation has pushed a lot of prices a lot higher than I expected. So it has gone over my budget. So I will need to add more into the piggy bank, as to say. And another challenge which I find is human resource. Even though I've got a great cast and the crew, I am doing a risk assessment where if some of them don't turn up, because it is voluntarily role, I will need to I'm thinking of a backup, a contingency plan. So these are the kind of like challenge with small media projects that are for university or for education purpose, where it's not paid, and the reliance on human resource is very high, making sure that they do come through, and also that they do show up. So I've had that's why it's been a little bit harder to get people to come to the table and hopefully, work together and brainstorm. So, but it's been very, very good, especially with the director. Hamish has been fantastic. And so we'll just have to, yeah, hopefully that everybody does show up on the 29th and the 30th. And this is the end of the presentation, but I also now want to point out our track and timeline. As you can see, I have got here we are in the 29th September. We will start shooting. This is the flash with the red, that's our shooting. Everything is kind of like up to progress. We've already got the catering set, even though I've probably have over ordered. And then yeah, once filming is done, then the post-production side will kick in. As you can see, we will start editing and start designing the album cover, and that will take us into all the way December. I'll take this down a bit slower. This will take us, so this is from the latter half of this Gantt chart. This will be all editing, all designing, and also doing the interview. So that will take us to the December where the assessment is due. So thank you very much, and hope the filming will be a success.